What is innovation? For most of us, it's a high-tech breakthrough. We've been conditioned to think that innovation is the exclusive playground for scientific geniuses, tech wizards, or venture-backed startups with millions of dollars to burn. But this might surprise you. Relying on those high-tech flashes of genius is actually a dangerous gamble. In this video, we're going to demystify innovation. I'm going to show you why some of the most impactful innovations in human history didn't require a single line of code or a lab coat. More importantly, I'm going to hand you a diagnostic radar, a set of 7 windows that you can use to spot low-risk, high-yield opportunities hidden right in front of your very eyes. Let's dive in. Peter Drucker called new scientific or technical knowledge the superstar of entrepreneurship. It gets all the headlines and all the glamour, but in reality, it's the least reliable, most unpredictable, and highest risk source of innovation. It has the longest lead times and the most brutal market rollouts, and the highest failure rates. So if chasing high-tech breakthroughs is a high-risk gamble, what's the safer alternative? Purposeful innovation. It is the practice of shifting your focus away from waiting for a mystical lightning bolt of genius and instead treating innovation as an organized diagnostic discipline. Innovation is the act that endows resources with a new capacity to create wealth. It is the specific instrument of entrepreneurship. Think about that. A resource doesn't just exist in nature. Until human beings find a purposeful use for it and turn it into economic value, every plant is just a weed, and every mineral is just another rock. This means innovation is an economic and social term, not a technical one. It's not about how complex a technology is. It's about how much it changes the yield and satisfaction obtained from existing resources. Successful innovators don't have to create change themselves. They don't have to invent the future. Instead, they treat innovation as a diagnostic discipline, systematically analyzing changes that have already happened in the real world, and figure out how to exploit them. So, how do you systematically diagnose these changes? Drucker tells us to monitor 7 sources of innovative opportunity. Think of these 7 sources as 7 windows, each on a different side of the same building. Each window shows us some features that can also be seen from the other windows on either side of it. But the view from the center of each window is distinct and different. They require separate, focused analysis. We analyze these 7 windows in descending order of reliability and predictability. The first 4 windows look at change inside your specific business, industry, or service sector. They are highly visible, carry the lowest risk, and have the shortest lead times. The last 3 windows look at changes outside in the wider social, political, and intellectual environment. Let's take a quick look through each window, starting with the internal windows, low risk and highly predictable. Window 1, the unexpected. This is the goldmine. When you experience an unexpected success, an unexpected failure, or an unexpected outside event, don't brush it off. It is a highly reliable symptom that the market has changed under your feet. Exploiting an unexpected success is the lowest risk, highest yield innovative opportunity in existence. Window 2, the incongruity. This is a discrepancy or a dissonance between what is and what everyone assumes should be. When an industry has growing demand but lagging profits, or when a process has an awkward, uncomfortable step that disrupts its flow, an incongruity is signaling an opportunity to do something different. Window 3, process need. This is task-focused innovation. It is about looking at an existing process and identifying a weak link or a missing link. Something that needs to be replaced or redesigned around newly available knowledge. Window 4, changes in industry or market structure. When an industry grows rapidly, its traditional structures become brittle and obsolete. If you can spot these shifts before the complacent industry leaders do, you can capture a massive market share at relatively low risk. Next, let's look at the external windows, higher risk and broad scope. Window 5, demographics. These are changes in population size, age distribution, employment, education, and income. Demographics are highly predictable, completely unambiguous, and have known lead times. And yet, because experts and decision makers consistently ignore them, they offer massive, uncontested opportunities for those who simply look at the data. Window 6, changes in perception, mood, and meaning. This is the difference between the glass is half full and the glass is half empty. When society's perceptions change, like our modern collective obsession with health and fitness, massive new markets are created overnight. Window 7, new knowledge. This is the superstar of innovation. It is the application of new scientific, technical, or social knowledge. But beware, because it requires perfectly aligning multiple different kinds of knowledge, it is the most volatile, expensive, and riskiest window of all. Now, we can't develop a single rigid theory of innovation. The world is too dynamic for that. But we can master the practice of purposeful innovation. So, what if you want to start looking through these windows this week? To help you take action, try adopting these 3 practices right now. 1. Ditch the billion-dollar pressure. Stop waiting for a stroke of genius to help you revolutionize the industry. Lower your stress. Successful innovations try to make a meaningful contribution and aim high, but they start small, focused, and are surprisingly simple. 2. Pick one window to monitor. Don't try to look through all 7 windows at once. Pick just one window that fits your current job, expertise, or industry. Say if you work in operations, try looking through window 3, process need. And if you work in marketing, try window 5, demographics. 3. Search for change that has already happened. Look at your day-to-day work. What is an unexpected success, a process bottleneck, or a shift in consumer attitude that has already happened but is being ignored? This is your invitation to innovate. Here's an example of change to consider: the growing public backlash against AI Slop. This resistance is not just a passing social media complaint. It is a highly reliable diagnostic symptom of a shift in consumer values that has already occurred in the real world. And yet, very few organizations are shifting resources to take advantage of this opportunity. Are you going to do the same? Something to consider. Check out my supplemental video, When AI Doesn't Sell Prada, if you're interested in exploring this opportunity. In our upcoming videos, we're going to go on a deep dive through each of these 7 windows, starting with the most profitable and lowest risk source of all, the unexpected. We'll look at how legendary companies like Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and IBM either missed or captured massive opportunities, so you can learn how to embrace and exploit the unexpected, rather than just ignoring it. Please stay tuned and subscribe so you don't miss that video. So, what do you think? Does this help you better understand innovation? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you know somebody who would benefit from this content, please share this video with them. It's your efforts that help Drucker's teachings get where they are needed the most. As always, thank you so much for your time and attention. I'll see you next time.